Last time I talked to you about using publishing as a marketing strategy. Today, I'm going to talk to you about using publishing as a sales strategy. I'm Chris O'Byrne, the Director of Publishing for the Strategic Advisor Board and Rogue Publishing Partners. I'm also the CEO of JetLaunch Publishing. Now, the key to this whole strategy of using publishing as a sales strategy is to talk to people before your book is written. Now, there's a way to do it after your book is written, and we'll talk about that. But the key here is to talk to people and use the idea of your book as a leverage point to get into conversations with the right people, the people that you want to be talking to. Now, for example, let's say you're writing a book about Amazon ads. Who is your ideal customer? Well, if you're doing Amazon ads for authors, who is also serving that same community? Well, publishers are. There are others as well, but okay, so let's just look at publishers. Publishers are already serving the same audience that you are serving, which is you're doing Amazon ads for authors, part of their book marketing and ongoing sales. And that is something, that's the topic that you're writing a book about. So you're going to write a book because you want to establish authority and you want to generate leads. Well, this is one of those ways of actually having a sales conversation with the idea of the book that you are going to be writing. So reach out to publishers and say, hey, I'm writing this book about Amazon ads. Can we get on the phone or Zoom or whatever and talk about it and get some advice? Maybe you've got some tips, or maybe you just want to let me know, hey, this, when it comes to Amazon ads, this is something I'd really like to know about. And so you get into that conversation with this person who, by the way, is also a prospect because you are providing Amazon ads for authors. Well, think if you were the go-to Amazon ad person for publishers. Okay, you could see where this starts going. So you reach out to publishers and you ask them that question, and then you get on the phone and you just ask them for some advice, tell them a little bit about what you're doing, but get them talking. You know how a sales conversation works. You're trying to provide value, but you're not trying to just, throw a bunch of stuff at them. So the key here is after you talk to them, they now feel like they've helped you to write your book, which they have, but they're invested. There's an emotional investment in you and your project, your book project. And then guess what? They are going to be much more willing to buy your book, recommend you, and then eventually and hopefully hire you to be their ad person. And this, of course, applies to really any market. And then if you have not already written a book yet, if you have written a book yet, you can still do the same thing. You just let people know, hey, I'm doing an updated version of my book. I'd like to have a short conversation, get your advice, etc. However it's going to work best for you. So even if you've done a book, you should be thinking about updating that book at some point, or, again, you're writing a new book. Either way, it's the same process and the same conversation. And then go deeper. So let's say, well, first of all, who besides publishers are serving your audience? Well, your audience is authors. They're being served by marketers or editors or you name it. You know your industry. You'll go through and you'll come up with a list of everybody else who is serving your audience and is not a direct competitor. And then go deeper than that. Who is serving that audience? For example, who is serving publishers? Who is serving editors? Or whomever it is, go back more steps. And because if you talk to, say, a marketer who specializes in serving publishers, now they're going to have access to a bunch of publishers and then each of them in turn are going to have access to a bunch of authors who's your target market. And so by going back further, you can really cast a wide net. So the other thing is, again, just keep digging deeper. Don't be shy. keep reaching out to people. Don't be shy about reaching out to people and getting into these conversations. You'll be surprised. And don't do it over, try not to do it over email. Try not to do it over, try to at least get on a phone call or Zoom if possible, because the level of connection that you're going to make is just going to increase probably several fold when you talk to them on the phone, and then if you talk to them on Zoom, etc. And if you can talk to them in person, even better. It's about establishing that relationship and building trust with that person, getting to know them, and them getting to know you. So, thanks for watching. I hope this is a huge help to you and your business. If you need any help with anything that I've talked about today, just click on the link in the description. Be glad to reach out and help you answer any questions that you have. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel so that you get these valuable daily updates we put out. We put out valuable, useful information every single day. And if you subscribe, you're not going to miss any of that.